Hey, welcome back to good old RVing. I'm Greg, and today is part two of the stabilizers, replacing my rear stabilizers today, and comparing the new versus the old to give you an idea of how much damage was caused and how easy they actually are to replace. And so stay tuned, and we'll get right into this. All right. Okay, as you can see, I managed to get it free. I took out this little guy first, so I put a little bit of weight behind it to hold the nut tight, and yeah, that's all she did. That's all she wrote. Now I'm gonna cut this back a little bit to where I could hold the nut in there the best I can anyway, and we'll see how that goes because they're on the other side. Okay, now let me do the other side. Okay, here you go. I have it all the way off. I'm just going to bring it outside and lay it down so you can get a better look at what I had done to it. Alright, yeah, let's get a look at how bad this thing got damaged. First, these arms, they're supposed to be straight, like these arms. See how straight those are right here? Okay. Next, if you look at the bracket right here, see how that it goes straight and then yeah, bent the heck out of that. I actually even broke it right there. I don't know if you can see it. Broke it right here. Broke it right apart. Okay, and the tips right here on both of them, they're bent pretty good too on both sides. Okay, so this side got pretty crunched. Okay, then you come over here, and not only did I crunch that, as I bent this, you can see it go wide right here. Yeah, I bent that really good. Then on top of that, if you look, that motor is actually slid in a little bit. On this side, from the bracket, you can see this dark spot right here. That's how far this whole thing slid that way. It got pulled out. And so yeah, it got pretty ate up. But I think I will save the motor, because I don't think there's anything wrong with the motor. I think the problem was with the hardware, because you can see here too, you see how this just, it's nothing. So we'll have to see what happens here. Okay, got the new one in the box right here. Let's open this baby up. See what we're looking like. just match this baby up to be sure it's the same length. Right there. 2 slots in the inside, 1 slot on the outside, the same on both. Okay, these arms are yellow to help you not forget. And yeah, let's see what we got here. We have a new white door with the place for the switch. And we have a new switch. I might actually use the switch. I might leave the door alone. No sense in replacing the door because I don't just keep it for a spare. Okay. So, as of now, what's that? Looking good. Hardware. Power stabilizer jacks. Flipper. Okay, we have the relay. And we have 4 new bolts. And nuts and a couple extra nuts, which I'm not sure what they're for. No instructions at all. Okay, probably because it's just so simple to put in. And it has a little sticker here to operate, how to operate it, which I will put these new stickers. I'll probably put this one above the box where the switch is, and this one inside the box where the switch is. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. So what I want to do is I'm going to lay on this cardboard. And so I'm going to bring this back there behind the trailer and start setting her up. Okay, that's my game plan. Okay, as you can see right here, as I cut out a hole, I don't know, right here I cut this hole out so I can get to the nut on the back side of the frame. There's that one, then right there's the other one. And this one, the nut's kind of being held in with that foam, that spray foam that you could put in there. And so that's pretty good there. You could kind of look up in there maybe. But on this one, there's really nothing holding it. And so I'm going to throw some spray foam in there after I get it started to hold it in place. And seal up the hole, of course. And so, yeah, the other side I didn't have to do anything like this. But on this side, I thought it was needed. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is put these little self-starters in. One goes here. I could line up that hole. One will go here. And the same thing on the other side. So let's see if I can get this up high enough. It's still there. Okay, got that one started. Now let me go to the other side, get this started. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay, that side's tight. Now tighten up these. Tighten up the other side. Okay, this baby's up there. See right there. And right there. All buttoned down tight. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna come back with some spray foam and fill this gap right here, and also fill in this hole here. I think spray foam will be enough. I should get it good. That way no critters crawl up into the underbelly when the tracks are down, and gives them a perfect ladder. Okay, perfect. And you see how from the frame the motor sits out to here from the frame. Okay. Okay, as you can see right here, this, where is it? This right here, this wire is the one that I cut from the old ones right here. Okay, and it shows the red going to the white with that connector there, and then the black is going to the relay, or a circuit breaker actually. So that connector there. And so that's why I got those extra 2 little nuts to connect to the relay, or the circuit breaker. So now I'm going to just disconnect this one from the circuit breaker and take it from there. White's ground on RVs and black is positive. So the circuit breaker is labeled, or is connected with the positive side. Just a heads up. Okay, so one thing not to forget, if you put it all together and you don't have power, check your fuse box. If you see, my very top fuse are the jacks. It's a 30 amp. And it turned out that when I put it all together, it did not have power. Turned out this fuse right here was burnt out. I don't know if you could read it right there. It was burnt out. And so I replaced it, and everything's working good. Okay, now with everything wired up, I did not use the switch, and I did not use the circuit breaker. So we're just gonna see what happens here. And there she goes. Bring these close, and I'll adjust. Here, let's see what happens. On the mark, and we extend. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do right there. And we're stable again. Okay, so that's all there is to installing it. Just a couple things you need to be aware of. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, the first thing to be aware of is this extra extra piece right here that was welded onto the frame, because that's what the support brackets or the stabilizers are bolted to. Okay, I have a channel frame. If you have an I-beam, it may not be necessary because you can put it right into the bottom of the I-beam. But for mine, they had to be sure that there was a bracket welded on for it. Okay, next, if you have a bottom cover like I do, you're gonna have to cut those holes out like I did, so you can get to the nuts on the inside. On mine, I was lucky it was only on one side, but after you're done, I use great stuff to fill those holes back up. Okay, the wiring, pretty basic, and you can see works just fine. I actually like the yellow braces, kind of reminder that it's out there, that they're down. Okay, just like I like the yellow short connector, it's a reminder. Okay, so that's what I got. Okay, here's the tools I used right here. Here are the tools I used. I used my 1/2-inch drive impact because I didn't know how tight those bolts were going to be back there. I used I think this is a 3/8. Yeah, 3/8 socket. You can read it right there, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, the light's not that bright. Okay, 3/8 socket and a 9/16 socket. If you notice, they're both impact sockets. I use this line wrench, which you should just use open or boxed in, preferably boxed in. And I found a 15, which is equivalent to a 9/16, and it worked just fine. Okay, and I used my 1/4-inch drive with extension to take the little locking nut off of the circuit breaker. And it was a 3/8 socket I used. I don't see it. It's on here somewhere. And then I used these wire strippers. I used these wire cutters right here. I used I used my wife's gardening shears a little bit, and yeah, that's all I needed as far as tools go. And then the box the new one came in, that box right there, I actually used that to lay on, and so it kind of kept me clean back there. And so that's all I got, and we'll discuss more. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Kind of saw how easy they were to exchange, replace. Of course, if you're going to put on your new ones, you might need to make sure you have that extra bracket on there that's already pre-welded onto the frame. And so other than that, though, pretty simple, I think. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. If it was beneficial, or if you have any questions, leave a comment. It's great having you on my channel. Okay, safe travels and best of health to you. Bye now.